Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a real pleasure to be able to welcome you to the inaugural Sustainable Pearls Forum in Hong Kong. My name is Salim Ali. I am one of the co-founders of this initiative, but my day job is I'm a professor and director at a centre at the University of Queensland in Australia. This initiative came about largely through a collaborative effort across 5 continents, really. And it started with a conversation about 6 years ago, which I had with Laurent Cartier, whom you'll get to meet soon. As he was thinking of pursuing his doctoral studies in Switzerland, he had come across some of the work that my research group at the University of Vermont had done in the US. And he was particularly interested in looking at minerals and sustainable supply chains around minerals. He was trained as a gemologist. Initially, he was interested in working in Africa, where he had done some field work. And for me, it had always been a fascinating issue that sustainability, when we talk about sustainability in the mineral sector, the first thing you get from the environmental community is, well, minerals, they are inherently unsustainable because they are non-renewable. That's the first thing you get. And so, for me, the pearls presented a very rare opportunity to actually look at a renewable gemstone. There are not too many of those out there. Some might say amber is renewable, but not quite on human time scales. Coral, in some of its jewelry-oriented forms, is renewable, but that presents additional challenges. But that's an area of further study for us, perhaps, in another phase of this kind of work. So pearls were really special, and yet very little research had been done in this sector. And at that point, then Laurent and I connected with the Tiffany & Company Foundation to see how we could develop a project around this. So there are going to be many thank yous during the day, but first and foremost, it's essential that we thank the Tiffany & Company Foundation for allowing this project to proceed. They have shown particular confidence in my work. This is my 4th project with them. I'm really humbled by that confidence they have shown and the independence that they have given us to do research. As academics, that is very rare to have, especially a corporate philanthropic foundation, giving you that much independence, where you can have your findings as they come out. There is really no pressure from the donor in any form. So we are exceedingly grateful for that, and we have representation from Senior Vice President from Tiffany & Company, Andy Hart, who will be hearing from later in the day as well. So special thanks to them, but also thanks to partners across the world. We've worked with researchers in Japan. We have Dr. Satoshi Murao here from the Asian Institute of Science and Technology. We worked with partners, of course, in Switzerland, where Laurent was based, and you'll be hearing a lot about the work he's been doing at the University of Basel, but also with many other partners in Europe. We've had partners in the Philippines, in Fiji, in Tahiti, and in Mexico. We've really had a global project, and to do it within 2 years. And the amazing work with which 2 of the doctoral students at the time, now graduated happily, Laurent, Dr. Cartier, and Julie Nash, who worked on this so diligently. They did all the sort of heavy lifting on this project. I was sort of the guide on the side. They were really the ones who were driving it. So with that 2-year period, we were able to assemble quite a large array of both scientifically peer-reviewed research, which we did partly with the National Geographic Society, with other partners as well in the scientific arena, but then very applied work, working with the pearl farmers, making the connections in the trenches, so to speak, with them. So the result is this project with quite a vast corpus of material that has come out of it. And so this is the capstone event for the project, which went over 2 years. But we want this just to be the beginning of something much greater. And we can see that happening with the level of interest in this forum. We have across the board partners in the sector, across the supply chain, we will be hearing from during the day. So please take this event as a starting point, not a finishing line. And we're very heartened, especially with support from partners in Hong Kong in that regard, particularly Arthur and David Wong, who are here with us as well, and who have kindly provided gifts for the speakers, which David will tell you more about. They're very special gifts later in the day as well. So I'm just giving you a little bit of a taster for things yet to come. I won't take time from our distinguished speakers. I'm going to now invite Laurent to introduce our keynote speaker for the morning. Thank you very much for your attendance, and please use this as an opportunity, as a forum for really spreading the word about this effort and then engaging with us in the future. Please use the time in between, in the breaks, to brainstorm ideas, how we can move this forward. So thanks again for your interest. Laurent?